Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss one more chemical property of alkanes, that is called as aromatization. Okay. Aromatization. So what is aromatization? When aliphatic alkanes, they will undergo dehydrogenation process at higher temperature and higher pressure in presence of the catalyst like Cr2O3, chromium oxides, or Al2O3. It is called as aluminum oxides. Okay. So what is the definition of aromatization? When aliphatic is nothing but the open chain compounds. Aliphatic alkanes undergoes dehydration process, dehydrogenation. So what is dehydrogenation? A removal of hydrogen from aliphatic compounds. Okay, in the presence of a catalyst Al2O3 and Cr2O3, chromium oxides and aluminum oxides. Okay, first it will undergo cyclization. You can say cyclic compounds will gives cyclic compounds, and further it will gives benzene. Okay, so aromatization is nothing but the conversion of aliphatic alkanes into benzene or derivatives of benzene. Okay, so for this reaction, alkanes, they will need a very high temperature at about 700 degrees Celsius, and it has high pressure. So pressure, it is about 15 to 20 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so in that conditions, in presence of the catalyst, alkanes, they will undergo dehydrogenation, and it will produces first cyclic compounds, which and further it will gives benzene or derivatives of benzene. Okay, so what is the condition of aliphatic alkanes? You know that a benzene which contains 6 carbon atoms. Okay, so starting material, it should be you have to take the alkanes with 6 or more than 6 carbon atoms. Okay, so I will take the 6 carbon atom. See, this is called as, see how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am taken N-hexane. Okay, and it will undergoing, see, by using the catalyst Al2O3 and Cr2O3, heat at about 700 degrees Celsius and the pressure at about 15 to 20 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so it will undergo free radical mechanism. See what happened here. Here you are getting a CH3. I will write CH3 is in the form of CH2H. Here is also CH2H. Okay, so in this process what happened? This homolytic cleavage takes place. Okay, so this bond contains 2 electrons. One electron goes to hydrogen, another electron goes to CH2. And same time here, one electron goes to hydrogen, another electron goes to CH2. So you are getting the structure. I will write here only structure. See the structure you are getting. Here is CH2 dot. Here is again CH2 dot. Both they are combined. You will get the cyclic compound. Okay, and remaining that hydrogen radicals, they are combined to produce one hydrogen. See, you will get H2. It is a byproduct, and the product you are getting, this is called as cyclohexane. Okay, so further the same conditions at higher temperature, I am getting the same conditions. I will write here same. You have to write. And what happened here? See, at every carbon atom there are 2 hydrogen atoms are there. Okay, so if how many carbon atoms are there? 6 carbon atoms are there. Okay, again it will what happen here? free radical mechanism takes place. Okay, so if one hydrogen goes from this carbon atom, you will get one radical like that, second, third, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 hydrogen, if you remove the 6 hydrogen like this, if you remove the 6 hydrogen, you will get byproduct minus 3H2, means 3 into 2, 6 hydrogen is liberated, and remaining what happened, these radicals they are combined here. So alternate you are getting the structure, see, if both are combined, you have double bond here, these both are there combined here, you will get double bond here, these radicals they are combined here, you will get here, and get what, benzene. So conversion of aliphatic alkanes to cyclic alkanes, and that are of benzene, and that process what is called as aromatization process. Okay, and what is the condition? You have to take either 6 carbon atom or more than 6 carbon atom for the aromatization process. Okay, now I will take 7 carbon containing alkane, aliphatic alkanes. Now I will take 7 carbon atoms in the alkenes, 7 carbon atom. Okay, so see the structure, reactant, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The name of this compound is N-heptane. Okay, so this, if I carry out the same reaction, I am taking Al2O3, chromium oxide, and about 6 to 700 degrees Celsius temperature, and about 15 to 20 atmospheric pressure. It requires high pressure because these are the paraffins, they are called as paraffins, which are less reactive for that condition. You have to apply the conditions, and see first what happened here. Now see, here is CH3, here is CH2. Okay, so as you know that secondary radical is more stable as compared to the primary radical here. What is secondary carbon atom? One carbon atom attached to the another 2 carbon atoms, that is called as the secondary carbon atom, and whatever the hydrogen which are attached to that, they are called as secondary hydrogen atom. Okay, if I remove one hydrogen from here, you will get secondary radical. Okay, so you know that the stability of radicals, stability of free radical. So which radical is more stable? Tertiary free radical is more stable than that of secondary, than that of primary. Okay, so this one is the secondary free radical. Okay, so you have to remove, see I will write here, you will getting CHH. Okay, see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here is CH2H. So what I will do here, homolytic cleavage you will get here. One electron goes to here, another electron goes to here, again same, this bond contains 2 electrons, one goes to H, another goes to CH2. You will get the compound, see, cyclic compound, you will get this compound. Okay, with the removal of one H2 hydrogen atom. Okay, so now what happened? Again the same conditions. See how many you have to remove the what? You have to remove the remaining hydrogen atoms. So you are undergoing the, you will get the benzene. Second structure what you get? Same conditions you have to apply here. Here you are getting, from here we have one more hydrogen atom here. Okay, so H, here are 2 hydrogen atoms are there. Okay, see. So one hydrogen atom has to remove. So total, see, I am removing one hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I remove 6 hydrogen atom, 3H2, okay, then you will get the 6 free radicals carbon atom. Okay, I am joining the same, you will get the structure. This is called as methyl benzene, commonly called as toluene. Okay, so this is about the, if I taking the 7 carbon atom. Okay, now I will take 8 carbon compounds. I will take 8 carbon compounds. So that is N-octane. Okay, see the structure. So how many carbon atoms? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, So again same condition here. I am removing here same again. So same condition. I am Al2O3, Cr2O3 at about 700 degrees Celsius, 15 to 20 atmospheric pressure. Heat the compound. Okay, so you will get a compound same again as previously we discussed. You get the structure. You get this structure. This is called as ethyl cyclohexane. But this compound, if they will undergo again cyclization or aromatization, you will get the number of products. See which are the number. First we will get structure. As usual, first one, this is called as ethyl benzene. Ethyl benzene. Second structure, what happened here? This will undergo free radical mechanism. This bond is broken here. Okay, this bond, this methyl bond will break here and will attach to ortho position. You will get the three possible products. See, another product will get. You will get 1 to ortho position methyl groups will comes. This methyl group, this will detach from carbon compound and will attack to here. Okay, so or you will get the structure methyl group, they will attack to meta position. With respect to this, these are meta dimethyl benzene, you can say, or you will get the another product para. Okay, so if I have taken 7 carbon atom, you will get the mixture of you can say benzenes. Okay, so this is called ethyl benzene. This is called as 1,2-dimethyl benzene. This is called as 1,3 dimethyl benzene. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,4 dimethyl benzene. Okay, so in computer exams they are asked about the compounds which contains 8 carbon atom. You are getting the number of products. Okay, now I'll discuss one more chemical property of alkane, that is called as isomerization. Isomerization. So what is isomerization? Two or more compounds having the same molecular formula but they are different in their structures. Okay, so in a computer exam they will ask, give the example of what is the isomerization agent. Okay, so anhydrous AlCl3 and concentrated HCl. This reagent is called as isomerizing reagent. Okay, so if you take N-butane compound and if we add this reagent anhydrous means without water, anhydrous AlCl3 and concentrated HCl, heat about 600 degrees Celsius, you will get the structure that is called as isobutane. Okay, so two compounds having the same molecular formula but they are different in their structures. That is the property what is called as isomerization. Okay, so see in this process if I write the structure, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is called as N-butane. Okay, same conditions, I am anhydrous AlCl3 and I heat about 600 degrees Celsius, you will get the structure. See here, this bond is broken. This methyl will break from here and will attach to this carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this process, what happened? There should be a methyl shift takes place. Methyl shift takes place. Okay, so you will get the structure. This one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can say is third carbon 2, 3 methyl. You can say 2, 3 methyl shift takes place here. Okay. So third carbon atom, there is one methyl group, so it will detach from here and will attach to the second because this is more stable compound. Okay, you are getting iso. Iso means this group. You can say iso group. This group is called as iso group. Okay, isobutane. Okay, so what you remember this one? See, conversion of n compound into iso compound. In sense, state chain compounds can be converted into branch chain compound by using the process what is called as isomerization process. Okay, if I take the structure n pentane structure, see 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, and if you do isomerization agent, that is anhydrous AlCl3 and concentrated HCl 600 degree Celsius temperature. Okay, you will get the two possible product. What happened here, see. So in the overall isomerization, there should be a hydride shift takes place, or there should be a methyl shift takes place. It's very important. Okay, so see here. First we will get the one product. Which one product? This bond is broken and this methyl may be attached to here second carbon atom. So you will get the one product. See 1 2 3 4. Okay, so see here at this fourth fifth, this bond is broken, fifth methyl group is attached to the second carbon. You are getting one compound. This is called as 1 2 3 4 5. This group is called CH3. This group iso group. So you are getting isopentane, this compound, plus. So we are getting isopentane. Now what I am doing here, I am just breaking this one bond, and this methyl will attach to here. This methyl will attach to third carbon. You will get the structure. See, I am writing 1 2. See, I will write 2 3 4. 2 3 4. Okay, one will attach to third position and fifth carbon is attached to the third position. You are getting the structure. This is called as, again numbering will be changed here right now. See 1 2 3. So 2,2 dimethyl propane it is. Okay, so in this process what happens, see, first we are getting this product just breaking this bond between fourth and fifth carbon atom. You will get isopentane. Okay, and second product you have to break this 1 2 methyl shift and 4 5 methyl shift takes place. Okay, fifth position carbon atom will be shifted to third carbon atom and the one position methyl group will attach to the third carbon atom. You will get this product. Okay, so this is about the isomerization of alkanes. Thank you.